Okay, everybody, here we're showing today Maniac Mansion from back in the day. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, this is an extremely rare thing, okay? It's not something that you're going to find at the store anymore. It is, why is it so important to people? Well, it came out during a time of maybe strange kind of like, hey, let's go search and find stuff kind of games, which really blew up all across the world. You know, that's these kind of like games that are a little bit kind of spooky with a little bit of fun and adventure in them, you know, where you're searching for stuff. And I wanted to show these because it's kind of important to show something like this. Nobody really understands like the true meaning, but real game collectors are gonna know what this is. So I'm showing my NES version that I had as a kid. My dad bought me this, I think from Farmore. It was like Pharmacy More or Farmore. They don't exist anymore, but I think that's what it was, if I'm correct. You know, I think it was like a weekend and my dad took me there and he got me a game because it was like in a cheap bin. And so I actually have the case and the booklet and everything downstairs. But I am basically going through all my games and all my stuff because I'm putting them all away. I plan on hopefully moving someday here, you know? So I got to go through all this stuff to document the reality in which these important things that have meaning to us. So this game was in pretty good condition. I was just cleaning it with rubbing alcohol, and it being white, the rubbing alcohol kind of penetrates. So my advice to you guys out there is do not use rubbing alcohol because it kind of penetrates the sticker, and it's a white sticker. Now, if you have a black sticker or something, you're not going to notice the rubbing alcohol penetrating the sides. Okay, but I just did that and it kind of penetrated. I thought I was going to make sure it was nice and clean and wiped down. No, rubbing alcohol is great for cleaning every one of your old stuff, but don't, you know, you can see it on the edges there that it penetrated the sticker, and the sticker's too old, so I don't want to do any more touching of it. But it is an original. As you can see, it has a stamp right there, and untouched through all the ages. See, there's something there I wanted to get off. I don't know exactly what that is. Spider poop, maybe? You know? These games, you know, you put them away, and, you know, it's like you never see them again. So, anyways, I bought this case online from Amazon, and you guys can get it still, too. I know you can find them. Well, there's a reproduction company or people that are doing this to put your old games in, and so I wanted to showcase this as a thing because this is kind of important because some people want to put them in a special case, and it comes very mint condition, very new. Somebody printed it and put it together. Heck, I'll pay for that. I don't know if it's like $20 or something, but the one on Amazon, when they sent it, you know, it came in a box, and it came in this thing, you know, to like protect it. And I'm like, no way, you know, some air blow mold, and it was in there. And so, you know, I was like, that is so cool that they packaged it like, and they're packaging it thinking about probably the game collector, that they don't want it to be damaged. I love that. So hats off to those people. I don't know if they're in California, but I know on Amazon. So basically it's a way to put your game in there, and you could file it on a shelf, you know, and it's really great for those game collectors. It has like the original box art, so if your box is damaged or old and worn, this is a great way to keep the game put away. So this game was really a strange kind of game. It came out back in the day, back in, I don't know, was that late 80s or what? Oh, jeez. So, maybe early 90s. But, it was made by LucasArts. It says right here, I guess, customgamecases.com. So that's probably who to get it from, huh? you know? But Amazon, is where I got mine, and I got it very quickly. It didn't take that long. But as you can see, you can put a game booklet over here, and then down here, it's like perfect for the cartridge and everything. So it holds it quite well. And I'm definitely going to store this thing away and keep it. It's very special to me as far as reality. When I was a kid, we were kids, and this game had came out. My dad had got me this game, and my friends had the version on the computer, on the PC or whatever, I guess, back then they had two versions, like probably a 3.1 or 3.0, I don't know what it was. And, computers before they were computers, And, of course, I think there was a Mac version of it as well, which I had the original one. I gave it to my friend Troy. Well, probably shouldn't have done that, because the original, PC in box, it was in box with, the square disc, like, the little flat plastic that had a disc in it or whatever. You can't find those anymore, and they're selling for quite a bit online. So it was kind of like one of those things where you're like, what am I going to do, you give something to a friend, you never get it back. It's like, well, there it went. But anyways, so I could always buy one online if I really wanted to. I know, it is what it is, but it's not that big of a deal. But reality has it as my friends we would go over to their house and play the computer version, because the computer version was more detailed and had more secrets. And actually, in this game, the NES version has a lot of stuff kind of blurred out. There's like a statue in the game that had boobies and stuff like that. So there was the computer version had like the uncut version. Like, it wasn't really porn or anything, but it was, it was definitely something that there's more content and more detail in the game. And it was harder. Like, you couldn't get past the top door upstairs without having a key code. And in this game, it doesn't have that. You just click on it and go through the door. So they made it easier. The NES version is a lot easier. You don't even have to do half the steps on most of the stuff. And there's multiple endings for this game. So that's what I thought was really cool. So if you need a box, I would suggest these guys, and keep that stuff put away. It's usually 20, maybe 30 bucks. This game here is kind of hard to get a hold of. It probably goes for around, I don't know, anywhere from 60 to over 300 bucks, depending upon condition and sealed or whatever. I was looking at a sealed copy of it, and I'm like, get the hell out of here. I'm not paying that kind of money for that. I own the game. It's downstairs, Now, what we're going to over here is something really amazing. So, Limited Run Games came out with, 3 or 4 of these? I guess 3 of them, maybe. And there was 3 different versions. There was your basic version, and then there was the mid-grade, and then there's the full collector's edition. That's what this is. Now, I'm not going to open this. One day I'm going to make a video of opening this thing. Okay, but today is not that day. I'm thinking I just want to put it away and keep it. It's like precious, But the reality is I really do want to open it. And I might make a video on opening it. I don't know how many people have online, but I was very lucky to find this. So Limited Run Games made this. You can't buy them anymore. When I heard about it coming out, it was like just a few years ago. Was it 22 or 23? I don't know, something. Anyways, I tried to get an order through, and they were already sold out on their. And the problem with Limited Run Games is they only make a few of these. They don't make tons of them. They don't mass produce them. Well, that's where their problem goes. They should at least ante up a little higher count. Like, basically, there is a Doom coming out by Limited Run Games. Doom, they're going to be making a Doom. And their Doom they're only making 666. So that's a very, very low number for their collector's edition version. And I can see the prices of that Doom going through the roof. They have a great idea. People want to collect the games. In this here, as you can see, it has the LucasArts, Lucasfilm Games thing that they did for this, and it comes with a Nintendo cartridge in there. And then on the back here, you have limited run games, but nothing else. And then some sort of barcode. And then on this side, nothing really to show. Now, this collector's edition has everything. It's got all kinds of stuff in there. I really wanted to open it up for this video, but to be honest, if it's sealed, right now, this goes for around 300 bucks, okay? I was able to get it on a deal. When they first came out with these, they might have been around 200 or so, or 150, I'm not sure, somewhere right around there. But now, this is the full collector's one. It has everything in there, okay? The posters, everything that came with this game and more, even collectibles of all kinds of stuff. And the actual, they actually have a playable version of this game that's mint condition, brand new, untouched. And so it's designed to play on the Nintendo. And you can play these games, but everybody's scared to open these. So, you know, if I had another one, yeah, I'd open it. But this is factory sealed, buddy. I'm not going to do it. Not right now. And, you know, I really want to so bad. I want to do a video on it of opening it. But I know there's people on YouTube that have made videos of this. So you could always check out them for the moment. But I'm just saying, you know, nobody wants to open this. I don't know. You know, what, we buy it and never open it? Is that how it works? You know, what if I die, I pass it down to my kid and they're going to open that damn thing and not know what they have, you know? So this right here is sealed, is around 300 bucks, give or take. Some people charging even more. And the worst part is if you send it, like you clean it, whatever, send it to a grading company, they're going to put it in a sealed thing. And then that's going to be worth even more because this is graded, you know. So if you go and get it graded, sealed, that's, you know, that's going to be, you know, this is probably like a 9.8, 9.6, you know. You know, they're going to be like, oh, there's these little scrapes right here or something, you know. It's like nothing's ever perfect. But technically, this right here in itself is every bit of 100% untouched, brand new. I couldn't get it originally from limited run games, and I was so upset, and I was like, man. And then it dawned on me, eBay. eBay, everybody, eBay. Boy, oh boy, eBay sharks. So the price went through the roof when it first came out on eBay, and then it kind of dropped, and I waited for it to drop, and that's when I found it. So I got lucky, but I'm telling you now, if you're trying to get this, good luck. It's going to cost you some money, and in the next 10 years, it's going to be worth way too much. Yeah. And I don't even know. I would never sell my stuff. That's the problem. I'm going to die and be like King Tut, buried with everything. My tomb will be raided by everybody. All the game collectors. I mean, just imagine all the people in the world that have collected games like I do. The reality is so when that generation dies, there's going to be an influx on the internet of all these games just popping up, sealed versions, sealed, untouched, brand new versions. And there's a ton of game collectors out there. So, you know, let's say next 20 years or so, you're going to see all this stuff just hit the internet, you know, probably eBay. People selling their stuff because they need money or because whatever. I've already seen some game collectors that are 50 years old already selling their stuff, and other game collectors take their place, you know, and buy their stuff up. But I don't know. I just have a lot of stuff. I mean, I grew up with the stuff. You know, am I going to ever play this game again? Of course, you know. But we used to sneak out late at night and go over to my friend's house I think his name was David. Don't want to say his last name. You know who you are if you ever venture to the video. But he had a computer. His parents, I guess, had a little more money back then. You know, this is when computers first came out. They were junk, you know. So you're playing a floppy disk, you know. So it was, you know, he was playing this game, and we snuck out just to go to his house to play it. They also had a TV show of Maniac Mansion, which was horrible. It was like the worst thing in the world. I don't even know how it got any seasons going for itself. It's, you know, there's so much they could have did to make it more cooler and creepier. And I think they should probably make a movie called Maniac Mansion and do it really juiced up, you know. And they could use CGI and special effects and really go to town with a movie. Just do a movie on it, you know. And it would make some money, you know. It definitely wouldn't fall short, you know. But the reality here is, you know, we're looking at something from the past that you're never going to see again. And this game, you know, like I said, it's a one of a kind. There is a lot of hype over this game because the way you would go through the game and do searching and finding stuff. Like, I got it playing right now on the screen, and as you can see, it's you know, it's like back in the day, you know. So everything we have going on here, you know, is back in the day. So I'm basically putting all my stuff away in totes, making sure everything's sealed. This is a good collector's thing. So anybody has any questions, feel free to put down in the comments below. I'll answer them. One day I'm going to make a video on this being opened. I might get another one. I don't know, but then the price will be too high. Talk to you later, everybody. Bye.